Hey guys, it's Olivia. I wanted to show you one of my favorite makeup looks to do. It's got a lot of warm tones like orange and some golds on the eyes. A nice like bronzy contour and an overlined lip. So this is definitely one of my go-to looks and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you are interested in learning how to mimic this look, keep on watching. So to get started, I'm taking 3 different primers. I am using my Caudalie Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light, and I'm mixing that with my Caudalie Vinosource Mattifying Fluid just to mattify my face. And I am also using my Dr. Brandt Pores No More. And I want to let you guys know that I put on a face mask last night, and when I took it out of the freezer, I put it directly onto my face and felt the burn. I thought it was maybe a good burn, but I'm dumb and got frostbite. So my face is a little red and swollen right under my eye there, but that's okay. I'm going to cover it up with a little bit of my Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. And then I'm going to take my bareMinerals Stroke of Light in the shade Luminous 2. And I'm just going to apply that to the tops of my cheekbones and down the center of my nose. And then I'm going to take my Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shade Light, and I am applying that to my Crown Oval Concealer brush and just kind of making an inverted triangle shape under my eyes, and then blending it up onto the sides of my nose. And then I also take the concealer into my T-zone and blend it upwards into the center of my forehead, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then I like to define my cheekbones, so I place it just under them. Just under where the contour would be. And then to blend all of that in, I use my damp beauty blender, and I just use repetitive blotting, dabbing motions. You don't want to use any rubbing motions. And then I like to use the fat part of the beauty blender to get the wider areas of my face, and the tapered end to get under my eyes really well and around my nose. And you just want to make sure everything is blended out really nicely. And then I'm just taking a little bit more of my concealer to a blemish and to my frostbite. There was just a little bit of redness still peeking through in these 2 areas, so I wanted to try to give it a little extra coverage. And then I'm taking my bareMinerals Ready Foundation in the shade R170. And I'm just using my bareMinerals Heavenly Face Brush to apply that. I will let you guys know that the frostbite did go away by the end of the day, so if you happen to do the same thing, don't panic, it goes away pretty quickly. And then I'm just using my smaller brush again just to get into the more fine areas of my face with that foundation. And then I am taking my Pixi bronzer in the color Summertime, and I am just applying that to the contour of my cheek and around my hairline with my bareMinerals Heavenly Blush Brush, which is awesome for blending. It's just a flat, small, dense brush. And then I like to apply it under my jawline as well, and then down onto my neck. And I really wanted to have kind of a strong contour for this look, so I decided to kind of sharpen up the bottom again with the excess concealer on my brush. And then I take it a step further by using my bareMinerals All Over Face color in the shade Faux Tan, and I'm just applying that with my e.l.f. angled blush brush. Just 2 lines. And then around my temples. And then I'm going in again with the Heavenly Blush Brush to buff it all out. And you can see this just adds a lot more depth and liveliness to my face. And then I like to contour my nose just with a skinny brush. This is just a random one from Estee Lauder, and I'm using that Pixi bronzer again. I like to flare up my nostrils. It just kind of helps me see where I should be contouring a little bit better, and I also blend it up into my brow bone. and then down and around the tip of my nose, just to kind of create the illusion of a smaller nose. And then of course you don't want to have those sharp lines, so I go ahead and blend it out again with the Heavenly blush brush. And for my blush today, I'm using my Colourpop Cosmetics blush in the shade Bonus, which is a really nice pale orangey coral. I love it. And I am applying it with that angled brush again. And then to set all of my face makeup, I'm taking my e.l.f. stipple brush and just kind of dabbing my Makeup Forever HD powder on. Mainly just to the areas of my face where I get oily, and then to my under eyes because I don't want my concealer to crease. And then I do apply a little extra under my contour. Again, just because I kind of really wanted that sharp look. And then with the stipple brush, I just blend it all out. These brushes are great for giving you that airbrush kind of finish. And they're super soft. So moving on to the eyes, I'm using my LORAC Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And this is really the only eye primer I use. And it's not that I'm like against trying any other eye primers, I just have never had any issues with this one, so I haven't really had a reason to switch it out. And then I'm basing out my eyes with Too Faced Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is a taupe color called Tufted Suede. And I'm just using a tapered eyeshadow brush and applying this all over. And then I'm taking my NYX shadow. This is just a single shadow in the color Dancing with the Tides, I think is what it's called. And I'm just applying that all over my lid with just a regular e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I love this color for fall. And then I like to use the edge of my product to create a nice wing. And then I'm going in with the NYX single shadow in the color LOL, which is my absolute favorite orange pigment shadow. It's just super vibrant and warm, and it blends really well with a lot of color. So I'm just using a random Sephora brush to apply this to my crease. And then buffing it out. And then using any remaining concealer on this brush again, just to sharpen up that line. And then I am taking my NYX single shadow in the color Emotion, which is this really pretty sparkly goldish brown. And I am wetting my e.l.f. Angle Defining Brush and applying this shadow just to the inner corner of my eye and sort of blending it out to give it an ombre look. So wetting the brush makes the pigment pop a little more and makes it look more shimmery. And then I'm taking the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light and just lathering that onto my waterline. This helps make your eyes just look brighter and more awake. And so that is the finished eyeshadow look. So the next step is curling the lashes, and I'm using my Maybelline eyelash curler. And I did warm this up with the blow dryer for a few seconds just to make sure that my eyelashes are extra curly. And then with my Smashbox Eye Brightening Mascara, I'm just going ahead and applying that to the top and bottom lashes. And again, this mascara is really great for lengthening and not clumping. It's not the best for volume, but that's okay with me because for some reason volumizing mascaras always seem to clump on me. And I don't really like the clumpy look personally. So now I'm taking my IT Cosmetics brow pencil in the color Universal Taupe. And I'm just sort of filling out the outer edges and kind of giving my brow the shape I want it to have. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled with my brows today. Sometimes I am like so good I amaze myself, and then other days I just don't even know what's going on. And this was one of those days. And then to fill in my brows, I'm using my Benefit Browsings kit in the shade medium, and I'm just using a Sephora eyebrow brush and just kind of filling that in and filling in some of the hairs towards the center that I'm trying to grow out. And then I'm taking my Benefit Gimme Brow in the color Medium Deep, and I am just setting my brow with that. And I highly recommend this product, especially if you don't want to put a lot of effort into your brows. Just keeps them in place and gives them a little extra color and fullness. So to highlight, I'm using my Becca Cosmetics with Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, and I'm just using an e.l.f. fan brush to apply that to the high points of my face. This is currently the only a highlighter that I own, and I love it. So I'm taking a more dense brush to create a stronger highlight with a C shape around my eyes, and then a detailing eye brush just to get the highlight on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm using my fingers to highlight my nose, and then I'm just going to blend it all out. So for the lips, I'm using my Colourpop Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the color Skimpy, ooh la la. And I am slightly overlining my lips. I'm sort of new to this and still deciding if I like it on me. It looks weird to me still, but I'm just probably not used to having a full upper lip. So I do not overline my bottom lip though, because it is already so much more full than my top lip. It really doesn't need it. And this color Skimpy is so perfect. I love it. It's the ultimate nude color. Like, I can blend this with all of my different nude lipsticks and it looks awesome. And then I'm taking my MAC lipstick in the color Myth. It's a really pretty satin finish. And originally I wanted to do an ombre lip to kind of match the ombre effect on my eyes. But I love this color so much, this is the Maybelline matte lipstick in the color Touch of Spice, that I ended up just putting it all over, which it looks really pretty on top of the MAC Myth, so I ain't upset about it. And then I blot, and then I apply my Starlooks gloss in the color Cuddle, because I'm just feeling extra girly, you know. And then this is the finished face look, and to set it all, I'm using my favorite setting spray. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I highly recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you like this tutorial. Like I said, this is one of my favorite makeups to do, so hopefully you guys like it as much as me. I did go back and fill in this eyebrow a little more. I just realized that it was like not as symmetrical as it could have been. Anyway, I'm going to link all of my products down below as usual, and let me know if there are any specific looks you want to see or anything I did today just more in depth. And make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks guys.